What is going on YouTube? Snoop12922. National is over, and I was going to do a video on Thursday, but with National going on, I said I'm not even going to try to compete with all this stuff for National, so didn't do one. Anyway, I've really enjoyed the videos everybody did that went to National. Was living vicariously through you guys, and a lot of you guys came up with some monster cards. Just some monster cards. A lot of the channels that I watched, I found a couple of new channels to watch now because of the National videos and the recaps and all of that good stuff. But I gotta say, those back pages, Eric, I loved your commentary every day at the end. Didn't comment on all the videos, but it was fantastic. Maiko did a great job. Lots of people did great jobs. I shouldn't be just singling out channels, but, you know, I am. Now, someone that picked up some relic cards, and you guys know I love relic cards, but some relics that were ridiculous was Brad8671. Brad, I think it was your day 2 video. Ridiculous pickups. Watch the video, you guys will understand what I'm talking about. Ridiculous pickups. Also, Wade Boggs fan, John, you guys have got to see his video titled, I Spent the Day with Wade Boggs. I can't wait for that full video to come out. I know John said it's going to be about a week, 2 weeks, because he's got a lot of footage to edit. But the title of the video says it all. But you guys have to watch the video. Phenomenal, phenomenal thing. John, I can tell you had a fantastic time with that. That was an awesome video to watch. For collectors, they did sort of like a dealer spotlight at National. And that was something I wanted to do even back in 2019, was to be able to go talk and interview the dealers. And maybe one day I'll be able to hook up with the 4 collectors, get in there, because there's a lot of questions I really wanted answers to with the dealers. But it was great because you got the dealer perspective on stuff. You got to see some of the cards in their display, the pricing, all of that, which really, really cool. Congrats to 4 collectors. Those guys have been hitting it out the park. And Sammy Thunder, this was one of my favorite channels to watch the recaps of. And it was because he was panning through the dealer displays where you could see the prices and the conditions of the cards, all of that. I gotta say, a lot of people were saying prices were high. And yeah, I did see some high prices on some things. I also saw some fantastic deals on a lot of stuff. A lot of the vintage stuff, grades 3, 4, 5s. I saw some fantastic deals on that. So I know, over the past probably year to 2 years, I've been concentrating a lot on a Hall of Fame relic set, 2 to 3 years. And, collecting overall, I will say, kind of like, regardless of who it is, when you look at collectors in general, our collections kind of, as we purchase things, sort of go through a pendulum swing, where I've been over here kind of with the relics and Hall of Fame relic stuff, and believe me, all the low-hanging fruit is gone. I'm buying, as they would say, big boy cards with that. And now it's swinging back over to my vintage stuff again. And one of the things that I'm going to be attempting is to do the 1960 Hall of Fame run. Really like the Hall of Fame set. I like horizontal cards for some reason overall. And to me, that's one of the nicest looking sets. Lots of Hall of Famers. The four big boy cards are in there. Mantle, Mays, Aaron, and Clemente. I know those are going to be pricey, but I want to attempt that to do the Hall of Fame run for 1960. Also with my Hall of Fame relic set that I've been doing, which I have a lot of criteria for, But I have to say, I've decided to not just do post-war. I've decided to go ahead and pick up pre-war guys also. I mulled it over for a very long time, talked with a lot of people, and I just decided to go ahead and do that. Now, for anyone out there that is doing anything related to Hall of Fame relics and stuff like that, once you hit a certain point, which is typically that 1949 player, you're basically going to be stuck with Panini products. So if you don't like Panini products, don't even attempt it. Yeah, you can find the Babe Ruth stuff. You can find, Tris Speaker and a few of the others. But overall, it's going to be very hard to do it with the old Upper Deck and Fleer and Donruss things, because they just didn't have the old player items to put into the cards. So, but you know what? I always love a challenge. I never said I was going to have this whole thing done in 4 or 5 years. This is almost like a lifelong project because of the type of cards I'm going for. Now, to kind of backtrack a little bit, one of the channels that I did find it's called A Fine Card Collector. I'm going to put a link in the description to his channel. I've been really enjoying watching his channel. YouTube popped it up in the algorithm somehow. It said I would, recommended channels. And I've really been enjoying his channel. He's a vintage guy. And, if I can find a channel I like and I enjoy watching, can't wait for their next video, I'll tell you guys about it. Some of you probably already know about him, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Give his channel a check out. I mean, if you like it, give him a sub. But A Fine Card Collector, definitely a channel to check out. Anyway, I got a couple cards in, and I want to show you what I got in the mail. So let me flip the camera around and show you what I got. All right, got it flipped around, and as I stated, I've decided to go ahead and pick up the pre-war guys. They are very tough to meet some of the criteria I set. So for some of these guys, it's just, you got to get a card of them because there just aren't a lot of cards of them out there. You know what? Let me look this guy up real quick and tell you a little about him. All right. Sorry about the little break, but I had to do it real quick. This one, see if you can kind of guess who it is, but he is a Hall of Famer. Most of his playing years, I believe he played with Boston. He was a shortstop for his era. Yeah, he was shortstop, batted right. He had 2,285 hits, 515 doubles, 118 triples, and only 170 home runs, with 1,424 RBIs and 87 stolen bases. He had a batting average of .301. He was known as one of the top hitting shortstops of his era. And the thing I looked up was, I went on Trading Card Database, and there are only 388 memorabilia cards, which includes the 1 of 5s, the 1 of 1s, everything, and the bat relics. But there are only 388 relic cards of this guy out there. None other than Mr. Joe Cronin. This is the All Decades National Treasures from 2012. And this one is serial numbered 299. Now, I know some of these guys I'm going to have to settle for a bat relic, but I really don't want to. If at all possible, I want a material. I know, I really want a material with, like with Cronin, I would really prefer a pin, right here, a little bit of the piping or something like that. But when you're only dealing with 388 relics, to date, and probably half or more of them are bat pieces. You just got to get what you got to get when something comes available at a reasonable price. So that's going in my Hall of Fame relic set of Mr. Joe Cronin. Next, this is a card I already had. This is from the, I believe it's 2019. Let me check before I make a mistake. No, 2014 Panini Hall of Fame set. It's part of my Roy Campanella collection, but this is card number 6 of 15. And these black cards are much, much harder to come by. There we go. Set Mr. Cronin over there. This is the other one I have from the 2014 Hall of Fame set for Roy Campanella. And if you notice, this one is numbered to 10, but it's 2 different images on there. And luckily, I was very, very lucky when I found this on eBay, so I had to jump all over it when it popped up. There we go. But numbered to 15. I think this is number 15 out of 15. This is the final image that I needed of Roy Campanella for this set. So I am extremely happy. Do I think I'll find the numbered to 10 or the 1 of 1? Don't know. Don't really care, because I wanted the 3 photo variations. There's a few other players I'm probably going to do. I'll probably do the Satchel Paige, Jackie Robinson, Ernie Banks, maybe Stan Musial, and a few other players. But, you know, these cards are made in 2014. They're very low serial numbered. So the biggest serial numbered is numbered to 15. It's a numbered to 15, a numbered to 10, and then the 1 of 1. So just to get the photo variations from a set that's, you know, 11 years old now, that's not in a collection, somebody's put up for sale at a reasonable price, I'm going to try to get it. Anyway, those are my pickups. Campanella and Joe Cronin. Different decades. But hope you guys have a great one. Thanks for everybody that did a video at National. It's fantastic National. Lived definitely vicariously through all of you guys. So you guys stay blessed. Have a safe one. I'll see you on the next vid. Peace.